All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Gabe, the Night Watchman.
And Gabe and I are ready to react to some more Queen. It's been a tradition for us, probably for the last, 6 to 9 months.
Easily.
We've been posting a video almost every week from Queen, except for the weeks that we didn't record. And this one, No One But You, Only the Good Die Young. Now, first of all, that subtitle, there's no way they came up with that because I've heard that somewhere else.
Right.
Second of all, this is a song that was released years after Freddie Mercury passed away.
Oh, wow, really?
So I'm assuming from the title, it's like their tribute to him.
So there's no Freddie Mercury in
No
this?
Freddie Mercury.
Oh,
it's actually only the three guys. Obviously, because he passed away.
Right.
So you got May, Deacon, and you got Taylor. And Brian May, the guitarist, the lead guitarist, I think they said Taylor shares the vocals, the guy who's in love with his car.
Right.
And this was a song that Brian May wrote. So this is our first reaction to Queen that was written by Queen, but without their superstar Freddie Mercury, who died way too young.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mentioned being here in Las Vegas, when they came out, there was so much controversy with the show because Adam Lambert was, a part of the Queen tour or whatever. And even he came out and said, I'm not trying to be Freddie Mercury. Nobody's trying to be Freddie Mercury. I'm, touring with the band, and I'm singing Freddie Mercury songs.
They even said Queen and Adam Lambert.
I'm not part of Queen. And please don't compare me to Freddie Mercury. Like,
who needs that noise?
Exactly. Could you imagine? Like,
unattainable.
But I can only imagine, and we talk about it all the time, how difficult it must have been for them as a band after Freddie Mercury passed. Dude. Because you can't replace some personality like that. You just can't. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
And it was like, I'm shocked that they at least stayed together and continued doing, touring. And then they brought in Adam Lambert just to tour with them. But they continued creating music after he passed and at least had the respect to not try and go out and replace him with someone because he's irreplaceable. And we were talking about before in a different video how, did you say it was Linkin Park replaced their lead singer with a new singer? And there's a lot of controversy around that because, again, hardcore fans are gonna feel some way about it. Like, no, you can't replace, you know what I mean? Especially as a person as iconic as Freddie Mercury, people would have lost their minds if you replace, you can't call the band. Yeah, it needs to be Queen and Adam Lambert, not just Queen, because he's not a part of Adam Lambert isn't a part of Queen. Same thing with Dead and Company, right? Well, they can't even use the name Grateful Dead. They're not the Grateful Dead because they
have like 50 other names. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of the Jerry Garcia passed, so they are Dead and Company, and that distinguishes them from the original Grateful Dead, so that those hardcore fans don't feel like Jerry Garcia was just shunned or try to replace him, because you can't replace guys like that.
I'm shocked with Linkin Park. Now, there's been many bands where you've had several different members come in and out, even lead singers. It happens from time to time. But when you have your lead singer, your front person, die, I mean, you can't, in my opinion, you can't just replace them and just keep calling it that name of the band. Call it a different name. I get with marketing and whatnot, music business is very competitive. Why would you not use that household name? But it's just not the same thing.
What's the most successful band that you think has been able to seamlessly make that transition?
AC/DC.
AC/DC, okay, interesting.
In my opinion, but I'm sure there's others out there. And maybe there's other bands out there where you think of the front man, but technically they had a lead singer for the first 2 months. I'm not talking about that nonsense.
Right.
I'm talking about established, successful, something happened, they replaced it, and just lucky enough, only the hardcore fans can tell the difference between the two singers in AC/DC. I'm sorry. Anyone listens to it, you listen to one AC/DC song from the first lead singer, one from the second one, you're like, yeah, the same band. Right? It says AC/DC on there. Anyways, we're going to check out this one.
I'm excited.
If you like our reaction anyway, please don't forget to
like and subscribe.
I'm excited for this one too because I don't recognize it from the title. For those of you that have been watching us for a while, you know I am no Queen expert whatsoever because there's so many songs I don't even recognize by the name. Here we go. And you got them right there on the cover of the picture. It's kind of cool.
I remember watching that video.
A hand above the water, an angel reaching for the sky. Is it raining in heaven? Do you want us to cry? without you. Another tricky situation. I get to drowning in the blues, and I find myself thinking, well, what would you do? Yes, it was such an operation, forever paying every due. Hell, it made a sensation. You found a way through. One by one, only the good die young. They're only flying too close to the sun. We'll remember forever. And now the party must be over. I guess we'll never understand the sense of your leaving was in the way it was planned. So we grace another table and raise our glasses one more time. There's a face and the window, and I ain't never saying goodbye. It's one by one, only the good die young. They're only flying too close to the sun, crying for nothing, crying for no one but you.
Oh man. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts first on this.
So that's gotta be so tough, like for them, like extremely tough.
Right.
I mean, I think it was like I said 6 years later, but still, like that's the guy, that's your brother. You've been out there forever. Like you guys became famous together, and he was your front man. As far as the song goes, I really, really like the song, and one of the reasons why is it reminded me of like a power ballad from like the 1980s, 1990s. I'm trying to remember I never remember this guy's name. He's had a bazillion hits. He's a guy that did the Prince of Thieves, Prince of Thieves, the Robin Hood movie with Kevin Costner. And I can't think of his name, but their voices, both of them, they're different in their own way, but they both remind me of this singer. And I'll have to look it up. But not Prince of Thieves, Robin Hood, that's what it's called, right? Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
I thought so.
Me too. But they remind me of him, which I never really picked up on that before. It's amazing how amazing their voices are in their own right. And we heard him sing that one thing, I'm in love with my car. But they both have really good voices. Not only that, but Brian May also plays the piano, for crying out loud.
Right.
And the guitar. These guys are just so talented. I'm going to have to look it up and see what this guy's name is. But they remind me of his voice. But I really, really like this song because it kind of took me to that kind of thing. I've listened to the guy's music so many times, it's driving me nuts. I thought it was a very fitting tribute. I thought it was a very fitting message. And I just loved everything about it. I know what you're going to say. It's not Queen. It's not Queen.
No,
But I really enjoyed it.
here's the thing. There are certain songs that people enjoy
It's
that
Brian Adams. Sorry.
there are certain songs that people enjoy that I don't. And as far as that song, I enjoyed it, but I don't like tribute songs. Cause like it's hard for me not to get emotional. And like for instance, when Notorious Big died, he was one of the most famous rappers of all time. They, top 5 probably as he's on the Mount Rushmore of rap. P. Diddy, who's now in trouble, Buff Daddy, he borrowed or sampled a song from Sting. I forget the name of the song.
His was "I'll Be Missing You."
I'll Be Missing You.
I'll Be Watching You, a Sting song.
Yeah.
Or technically the Police's song.
Dude, I hate it when that song came on the radio all the time because you cannot help but get emotional about it because you feel that artist's pain. Same thing there. You feel their pain to your point. And it's like breakup songs. I never got breakup songs. People love hearing the breakup songs. All that does is seek me deeper into the, oh yeah, she left me. You know what I mean? Like
That's the point. There's someone else out there that knows my pain.
I guess maybe you could relate to it. But it was like,
no, I'm not one that likes to dwell on it either, but I think that's what they're doing.
But when people like get on those breakup songs or whatever, like, are you kidding me? Like for me, that was always one of those things where that brings me deeper into that. I don't know if it's depression is the right word, but into that dark space or whatever, where I don't want to remember it. I don't want to be, you know what I mean? And to me, again, music does speak to the soul, and it's music can absolutely change the tone and convey a tone and convey a feeling. And right there, you felt their pain, you felt their almost them being lost. You know what I mean? Without their leader, and it was a tribute to him. But again, it was just sad. It was just sad. And I don't like sad music, man. It's just a weird thing I have. Because I'm an emotional person. You know me. You know what I mean? I wear my emotion on my sleeves. And I can't help to, if I'm in the car, that's going to get me down or depressed. I can't think of a time that I want to listen to that song. Because whenever I listen to it, it's going to get me down. Like, oh, man. Like, of course I know Freddie Mercury passed. But it'll start making me think about the people in my life that has passed. Or people that have gone, have died too young. Same thing. I never like listening to that. I'll Be Missing You. That thing was on the radio. Nick, I promise you, every third spin, every fifth spin, it was on there. And I'm like,
I remember.
Like, think about his family every time that comes on. You know what I mean? His daughter at the time, Tiana, who was super young. His son, Chris, was super young, so he didn't probably feel the impact. But his ex-wife, like, his mom, like, man, like, you know what I mean? I don't want that reminder. Maybe some people do want that constant reminder, but I don't. You know what I mean?
First of all, I have issues with that song for so many different reasons. I'll Be Missing You because it's the same exact song. Obviously, he throws in some bars in there, but I'll Be Missing You, I'll Be Watching You. It's the same exact. Didn't
he have to pay Sting like $1 million?
He still is paying.
Like, because he's literally, you're right. He just stole the song.
But the issue I had with that, and yes, we believe that they were best friends.
Right.
But best friends are not the same as like father, son, mother, daughter,
right.
brother, sister, whatever it is. It's not the same thing. And every time I was like, man, he's making so much money on this guy's death.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know that's the wrong way to think about it.
Yeah, no.
This, I feel, is different because Queen was... And remember, P. Diddy, the artist, was nobody at that time.
Yeah, no.
He was the producer.
Right.
This band is already huge. They don't need this song to feed their families. I feel differently about this because it's a tribute to them.
Right.
As far as I'll Be Missing You, the thing I do like about it is you can take that into any context of someone you're missing, and you can think about it, and you can remember the fond memories about them, even though they're no longer here. But I have issues with the way P. Diddy.
Yeah,
he hoarded the crap out of that one.
He's not the only one. I mean, there's been artists. I mean, you name it. That right? They played tributes, and what's another one? Dust in the Wind. Who was that? Kansas.
Dust in the Wind. I don't know.
I want to say that's Kansas. Oh, we are in dust in the... My roommate, that's another song he used to play all the time. And the only reason I know it...
No, you knew Kansas. That's crazy.
The only reason I know that Dust in the Wind is because my roommate in college, Ryan, he was a guitarist. He used to love playing that song. And, dude, I remember, like, listening to it and just tearing up. And I'm like, dude. And he's like, it's supposed to do that. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't want to hear this. Like, bro, you know what I mean?
Give you the feels.
Like, rock out. Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because it's in the movie Old School. Have you ever seen Old School with
Yeah. Frank the Tank.
Yeah, Frank the Tank. And he's singing it at a funeral or whatever. And that's exactly what that's every time.
I'm telling you.
It's such a sad song. It's such a sad song.
You've just got to have yourself a good cry. And then it'll be like channeling, like it'll just all come out.
It'll all come out.
You hate the feels. You have no heart.
The feels.
This song, it was absolutely beautiful.
It was definitely beautiful.
I'm very, very impressed with their tribute to him. Let us know what your thoughts are on this song. Let us know if it's a song that you return to over and over. And what do you think about besides the passing of Freddie Mercury with this song? By the way, it was Bryan Adams. It was the guy. He's got some great music on his own. It was Prince of Thieves, and also an anime movie called Spirit that no one talks about. He did all the music in that. Fantastic music. Let us know what you think about this song. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Thanks.